So
So I welcome today Bharat as a new
mhm.
guy and Alex. And
Yeah.
who's gonna tell me what is today's topic to discuss?
Today topic is a girlfriend. It is second part,
Yeah,
as
the
I
second part of
mentioned.
girlfriend.
Sure.
Yeah, Bharat, did you listen to the podcast of the first part?
Yeah, I listened, but not completely. I listened some part of that
Okay. Yeah, I will give you a slight introduction about a brief introduction of the first part. In the first part, we discussed about advantage of having a girlfriend and demerits of having a girlfriend, and a little bit about the problems, the attitude of the society against having a girlfriend. And the most of the discussion is entirely dependent on some of the personal questions. So there was Vicky and Kundan was there, and they shared some of their experience about having girlfriends, and that's how the previous session went. And we can start with your experience about having a girlfriend.
Okay,
If you feel free to sharing such things.
okay. So let me be clear about that. Let me be honest with you guys because I have no such kind of experience, and but whatever I know, going through the books and going through my friends, my acquaintance, and I would like to tell you on that behalf. So if I talk about this one, I would like to basically talk about advantage and disadvantage of having girlfriend. So I would like to talk about first negative point, then I will come on positive point. You know, so the negative point is that of having girlfriend. When you have a girlfriend, you lose your friend one by one. It is only because she talks. She takes you so much time. Around the clock.
Okay, you said that if we have a girlfriend, we will definitely lose our friend. Is that your observation, or you are saying it as a fact?
It is fact, and whatever I'm telling, whatever I have been, I have experienced, by telling our friend, whatever my friend told me, and I knew personally him about that. So on that behalf, I know about that. I have also experienced, when a boy, have got engaged in a relationship. That time, he's not talk. He at that time he was not talking to me, and I know he always engaged with her calls, and whenever I tried to make call him, and I got always engaged to him. So
Okay.
that's on that behalf I'm telling you. And
yeah, I can feel that. You lose
your
friend not because of your fault, because just he is having a girlfriend and he stopped the relationship with you.
Exactly.
Okay,
And
I can understand that.
yeah. So, and the second negative point is that if you are going to any restriction, restaurant, and for amusement purpose, for having some food and some any other meals. So at that time, the boys are supposed to pay the bills, not girls. So if you are having girlfriend and you are going to any shop and all, so you be ready to pay payment. So it is the second negative point is that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And
Are you really reading, studying political science? I believe you are a student of commerce. You're counting.
no, I'm not a student of commerce. I am.
He's
I am
he's a
pursuing my
multi-skilled
graduation in
person.
political.
Yes.
What?
I think Bharat, that is a compliment to you, Bharat. Raghu is concerned. You are more concerned about the money and all other stuff. So Raghu thought that you are a commerce student.
No. Just right now, I'm talking about what is the fact, because I'm talking about the negativity of having girlfriend. So I have considered, because when I got topics, so at that time I start thinking what is the disadvantage and advantage. So
yeah, I also believe the same way. I also feel the same way. Of those are the demerits of having a girlfriend. I think we are on the same page, but I think Raghu is a little bit slightly disagree with that point.
I'm positive person, right? I had actually, to be very honest, when you have a girlfriend, you improve yourself a lot. Trust me. You became the person to know the girl's feeling, the female's feeling, right? How they think, how they know, and what they like.
Oh, okay. But I just do have a question to you, Raghav.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever sacrifice anything for your girlfriend?
Yes.
Then still you think that having a girlfriend is more worth than sacrificing some of your
Yes.
time as well as money.
It was connected to my feeling, right?
Okay, but anyway, we can also improve by having some real fun. Just like Raghav, Bharat showed that he got a lot of friends, and he also improved from their friends without having a girlfriend.
How will you know the way of talking if you're not talking exactly with the person? Reading a book will not help you unless you don't apply in your same, same life, right?
Raghu, it is a general perception which made by me. I think needless to look up in the any book to get such kind of information. So because it's very apparent, it's very obvious. If you have if a person, a boy get a relationship, that at that time he totally engaged with talking with his girlfriend and his sweetheart. So I think it's very common point to understand, isn't so, Alex?
But Bharat, how can you say that without experiencing certain things, you are talking with an authoritative fact? You're talking you have certain experience that way. You just observe the things from others' life, and you don't understand what they are getting, what are the benefits they are getting from those relationships, because you are an outsider and you are trying to assessing those things. And how can you say that for sure?
Unless you don't, unless you don't eat the product, unless you don't get the product and experience the product, how will you able to give the proper review, right? Unless I don't experience the Apple iPhone, will I able to give the proper comparison from Android to Apple, right? I'm using Windows from my childhood. I have never used a Mac platform, right?
But you're talking about theoretically, and you're talking about you're making remark about I'm talking about it theoretically, not practically. Yeah, it is.
Theoretical,
right.
Okay, but it need to be practical, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it needs to be practical.
Somebody gonna ask me how does water taste from how does the water taste of seawater? How does that seawater taste? So unless I don't get the proper knowledge, how will I say them? Like, okay, it is a based fact. People are researching it, but this is one of the common fact. You have to understand, right? Unless you're not experiencing it, you able to give a proper feedback in your consideration, because this will not be a product. It may vary from person to person.
Okay,
yes,
here is also my is very contrary point is that because if we watch the match, so which kind of entertainment the onlookers takes. This is not onlooker takes and observe the players who are playing in the field. They are not able to observe as much as the onlookers can understand and can observe. That is
by the way, what does it mean of onlooker? Anyways,
onlooker. If I say who sit in the stadium to watch the match. To watch the match. Onlookers. Yeah. So I'm talking about that. So you can imagine, you can consider as onlookers, and so I can observe, rather good than who are experiencing such kind of things.
Okay. One more example I have. You are seeing a person. The person is eating a carry. See, right? Yeah, the little mango, the unripe mango. The person is eating a carry, and now what happens? The person, give a very, a different reaction. The way, like how we eat carry, right? We eat carry and we started closing our eyes and stretching our facial expression, changing our facial expression, right?
Hmm.
Is that mean that you don't like carry? You do like,
Yeah.
right? You do like it. From the outer side, whosoever is unaware of the carry taste, who hasn't even tasted yet, the person may think, oh my god, carry is making him trouble, or it is, affecting badly. But inside, deep down inside, who has already experienced the carry, he's happy with the taste. Though it is sour, but still, he's happy.
But even though somebody is not experienced, but still we are same species. So in the species level, we have certain reality. Even if we are not experienced the same thing, for example, you didn't taste a particular type of mango, but you tasted some other mango, and I can explain or I can share the knowledge to you by point outing some other experience that you have, that you tasted before.
Oh, dude, if you're not having girlfriend, I can tell you, you cannot be the. Okay, so somebody is adding
Yeah,
some point.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I got your point, and I partially disagree with that because without having girlfriend, how Bharat can assess what is the advantage of having a girlfriend? I partially agree, but I want to add one thing that
Uh-huh.
even if Bharat doesn't have a girlfriend, still he have some other friend, and he have some other relationship even with his family and some other people. So the feelings, most of the feelings are similar. So he can understand if somebody sharing having a girlfriend with from their experience, Bharat can imagine. Okay, this will be
Yes.
the happening.
But the
Yeah.
guy
So
hasn't mentioned. You see, even I was also in relationship. When I was in relationship before that, I enjoyed a lot of things. Our cooperation. I was less stressed, and I was paying attention on my food, healthy diet, and exercising every day because there was someone who was pinning me every single day, right?
But now I think I don't know whether I am wrong and you are wrong, but it's okay. Now let me make one remark. Another this is another one
Uh-huh.
because it is general fact. It is general fact. It is reality. It is I think needless to prove it. That is why the people when you get the relationship, get in the relationship,
Mhm.
they are losing friend and all. So definitely because firstly when we engage any new relationship, definitely at that time we are so fascinated, we are so excited to have and to give our around the clock time with that relationship.
Mhm.
And
Bharat, I'm
so
really
that is
sorry to interrupt you. Bharat, just a minute. You are talking too fast. It is very hard for me to follow you. Can you slow down your speech? I'm really sorry for interrupting you. Please go on.
okay. Why not? Sure, I can do that. So I was saying that is if you have a new relationship and and lately you have engaged in that relationship, so it is apparently you are going to give your utmost time in that relationship in nurturing, flourishing and thriving of that relationship without caring other relationships. So it's very general perception. It's very general thing to understand. But I'm perplexed. Why you guys are not able to understand and you are trying to counter me?
No, we are not
Now,
countering you.
we are
We are
just
just
trying to understand your thought again. You said that it is not good because people have cheered you, you know, and the first reason is still I remember you said like you are going to lose your male friend if you have female friend, the girlfriend,
It is.
right?
It is.
I know
Yeah, it
Bharat
is.
lost his close male friend because of his male friend have a girlfriend.
The male
That
friend
was
wasn't
it.
capable to manage the friend and girlfriend. That's how he lose
Oh,
his male friend.
yeah. From that experience, he made the theory that
Mm.
if we have a girlfriend, we will going to lose other real friendships.
I don't think so. You were the real friend of him, or I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Like everybody, I experienced my girlfriend journey, and Alex is up to, and you are not. So that totally depends upon your nature. If you're a kind of person, see, I would say there is no mistake. there's only one thing that we call importance. You know, I'm not for, oh, I forgot something. Oh, I've done mistake. Nah, there's nothing like that. There's only importance. So the friends that lost by you had no more importance for you, and he found more importance for a girlfriend. These are the facts. Now, Alex, talk about this to him.
Uh, yeah, that is a really subjective thing. I also feel the same way. That is why I asked you in the first place. Because I felt that way. If you want to have some other friendship, we can manage that. Because if we are going to having a new friend, that doesn't mean that we are shutting the door off in front of our old friends. We are not cutting out our old friends. We are having the new friendship in addition to the friendship that we already have. But your observation is somewhat right because people have a tendency to spend more time with the girlfriends because of some biological advantage and supporting. That will happen, and at that time we are compromising the time with other friends. We are finding the time by compromising spending time with other friends. That will happen, but that doesn't mean that we are going to losing the friendship.
Obviously, I think you are somehow you are right. And okay, now I complete my some other negative points. If you
Okay, please go on.
so I have some very interesting some interesting negative point. You know, I'm going to talk about recharge. You recharge your phone twice in a week. Isn't so?
What is that way? Recharge, ritual.
Recharge.
Recharge. Okay, phone recharge.
Yeah, I'm talking about phone recharge. So if you get any relationship, so at that time you recharge your phone twice in a week.
Oh, that's true. Money loss. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It is also money loss. Okay.
Mm.
And the biggest disadvantage is waste of time. When why I'm saying so, because we aimlessly talk to our girlfriend for hours and hours without any aim, without any purpose, just it's just meaninglessly conversation. What to do.
Dude,
And
we are spending a lot of time with the girlfriend. That doesn't mean that is a complete waste of time. That is why Raghav is disagree with her. He's saying that he developed a lot by spending time with the girlfriend. He got a lot of gain by spending the time. It is not a complete waste of time. Anyway, we are spending a lot of time. That's true, but that is not a complete waste of time. I disagree on that point.
Is it wrong? Is it not? It is not fact that is when we talk to any girlfriend, we talk aimlessly to any girl. Is it not right? Aimlessly, I'm talking about. Without, we have no aim, we have no purpose, we have no such kind of positive and informative intention to talk. Only having a very usual and very casual conversation with that.
Mm-hmm.
That is my point.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And after that, after what happened, after having conversation and dates and all, so our mind is still, revolves around the things, what we have talked, what we have said to each other and all. So at that time, we can't concentrate at our one goals, at our target, at our real work.
But while achieving the real goal in our life, still we need to achieve the skill to interacting with the opposite sex person, because we are going to living in a society. We need to have the skill of talking with the girls or talking with some other genders. We need to gain that kind of skill set to live in this society. So having a girlfriend is giving a chance for us to develop that way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think you're not getting my point properly. I was saying, when you have made conversation with girls, and after conversation, after conversation and date and all, at that time, you only think about your conversation, about your date, about something like that. And so at that time, your mind is totally, involved around such kind of stuff. And at that time, you are not able to concentrate at your goal, at your real work. You think about that, it is going through in your mind.
Yes, but I said that if we are completely forgetting about our goal and not doing anything on that way, then that is a total waste of time, because we are spoiling our life. We are spoiling the future by doing so. But what if we are doing something to achieve our goal, and at the same time having a girlfriend? What about that? Is that good or bad?
What? I didn't get it.
I mean, you are concerning about having a girlfriend. You think it is negative because people forget about their goal and not work on their goal. But I am asking, what if we are working on the goal and at the same time we are having a girlfriend? Is that good or bad?
Is that good and bad? No, I would not like say. I would not like to go with one option. I would like say yes and no, both. Because if I say yes, so it means because there are a lot of restrictions, lot of boundaries, and lot of impediments. Whatever I have made about in terms of negative point. So if I talk about positive type, I think your question contains the whole conversation of today, whatever is going to be. So if I talk about positive point, because I said, I think I have mentioned that is I did mention the negative point in terms of no. If I talk about in terms of yes, so now I will take some positive aspect about that. So there are so many positive aspects. I don't know about you know very well about that clinch. Behind every successful man, there is a woman.
Oh yeah, I heard that quote.
You had that quote. Raghu, are you there? Raghu.
Sorry.
Raghu.
Yeah.
Are you there?
I think Raghu's phone is get disconnected.
Why?
I'm not sure about that. I think he got some network problem over there. He cannot respond.
But I still connected to Raghu.
Yeah, you are still connected to the Raghu, but I cannot hear any voice from his side.
I'm also not getting. Maybe he got some work and all. I don't know about that. Okay. I think we are supposed to continue with that.
Yeah. Is that okay for you to continue the course?
What?
Is it okay for you to continue the discussion? I think the Raghu can join immediately. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, definitely. Why not? Why not? Why not? We can do that.
Okay. So this is my understanding. Even having a girlfriend has some positive sides. You are recommending to others that not having girlfriend is better.
Not having girlfriend is better, or having girlfriend is better. It's so complicated for me to say about that, which one is right and which one is not right. But if you are, if you're at the age of, as the age of around 25 or 26 or 27, it's till you get the success. So I think you are supposed to be single. It would be better, accordingly my perspective and as far as my understanding about that. If you're single, so definitely you're totally concentrate at your point, at your goal, at your ambition. And if you have no girlfriend, if you have a girlfriend, so there is a lot of distraction, and as I told you, money killers. You can say another hand, and distraction, money killer, and I have made several points regarding that.
Yeah, I got it. I completely got it. So I have one more question. If you are giving advice to your teenage cousin, what will you give the advice?
I will give simply, that is
regarding the girlfriend.
As long as you engaged in pursuing your target, till that you are not supposed to engage in any kind of relationship. You make your friendship, but not a girlfriend. Because when we talk about girlfriend, at that time, the perception is that if the perception goes in very wrong way, in very unaffirmative way, in negative way. So at that time, I will say you make friend, good friend, healthy friend, but not girlfriend and boyfriend. That is my simple and
So
one
that will
advice.
be your advice to your teenage cousin.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
And what about you?
That depends on that my cousin. If he can manage the thing, then I will say that having the girlfriend is better. Because
Having
the
girlfriend
society
is
has
better?
yeah, having girlfriend is better. If he can manage the his other goals, and he can it won't affecting his studies, then it is better to having a girlfriend. Because I told you before, we are going to living in a society with both gender people. We need to learn the art of dealing with uh, both people, both sort of people. So if you are not having a relationship, or if you're having a strong friends like that, then how do you going to learn that skill? This is a good opportunity. After passing out from the college, and it is very hard for us to get real friends or strong relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a good opportunity for him to.
Alex, listen, because now there is some, because you are talking about good relationship, very strong relationship, healthy relationship and all. So the very same point, the very same remark was made by me. You are talking in favorable to me, favorable to my remark. I have also said, why are you saying girlfriend? Because when I said girlfriend, what do you think about girlfriend? Can you make me understand? Can you elaborate the meaning of the little meaning of girlfriend?
Yeah, girlfriend is not just a female friend. More than a female friend, you can share your feelings with her, and we can talk about some sort of things that you cannot discuss with somebody else. That is an essential in the puberty period. We need to be grown up as a person, as a full-grown person. Then we are going through that with puberty period. So at that time, we have some biological needs, and even if we are suppressing those needs, still it is there. There is a certain level we can suppress those ideas and those feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an opportunity. This is a healthy opportunity to explore those areas. And girlfriends is helping us. They also get the same benefits from doing the same thing. And the nature, I mean, the biological nature is supporting to do so.
Okay. You have completed now, because right now I have sorry for interruption. You have because you have mentioned biological need. So can you because for elaborating, because if you will make if you will give more words to that sentence, to that two words, biological need, so it would be better for me for understanding about it. Biological need means which kind of need are you talking about?
Would you ask that question again? That is not clear to me.
No. I said you have mentioned biological need. So I would like I would like to understand it in more words. So please make me understand about.
Yeah, I'm saying that the biological nature supporting such a relationship. That doesn't mean that we are going to have a intercourse at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think that way. I'm not saying that. I'm saying what I'm trying to say. At that time, we have certain affection, and we have attraction to opposite sex, and that kind of thing, not satisfying the sexual need. In the emotional level, we also need the support of having talking with the opposite sex.
So rather than saying biological need, you can say emotionally. You can say stranger cousins who, that is, you are supposed to, you have a relationship, you have a platonic relationship with the boy, not sexual relationship, not and something like that. So that is my point. Whatever I'm trying to say, you can say platonic, because nowadays, what if I say is he and she is my girlfriend and boyfriend? So what does mean? What does mean? It means the people understand, something in negative way. So this is absolutely the literal meaning of that word is totally different from the what is prevailing, what is the prevailing and prevailing the meaning of that word in our exist in our society, in our world. So so definitely our teenager is not going to look up in the dictionary of what is the meaning of that word. So that is my point of view. If you would like to elaborate and tell her in more words, so it would be better, and in another way. I am also agree with your point, but I would like just right now whatever I am trying to say, that is, you say and you elaborate this word in more words to your teenager.
Okay, which word you mean, by the way?
What?
I didn't get that. Which word you are having a disagreement that I used?
No, you said that is you absolutely you can make girlfriend, because I am talking broadly speaking. I'm talking about. So
Okay.
just I know you can have boyfriend. So what does it mean? What the people understand from saying, from you say from that saying?
Okay,
The
I
people,
will explain one more time. I mean, girlfriend means not just a female friend. More than female friend, we can have a strong relationship with the person, so that we can share a lot of our personal things that you cannot do with any other boyfriends or some other friends.
Exactly, absolutely. You're talking the real, the genuine thing of the girlfriend, having boyfriend, and all. But I'm
Okay,
talking
tell
about
me what is your opinion about, what is your definition of girlfriend? I think I'm a little bit confused from your side.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so from about accordingly my understanding about the word of girlfriend, so it means having only girlfriend boyfriend, just such as a boy have a friend, a boyfriend, and similarly the boy can be the boy can have the girlfriend. So, but they are supposed to just.
So you are saying it is a female friend. That is girlfriend.
Female friend. The female friend, that is the girlfriend. I'm not talking about any. I'm just talking about if you have a female friend and it is a degree. It is somewhat is around is a platonic relationship. It is limited to platonic relationship. It is okay. No
Platonic relationship, right?
Yeah, platonic.
Oh my God, who has experienced this?
No, just right
I
now
didn't get that word.
Platonic relationship. Okay, who's gonna elaborate platonic relationship?
Me.
Okay, do that.
Okay, you can also.
Well, as far as I believe, platonic relationship are those relationships where you're connected very positively, and you're not opting for physical contact, such as
Absolutely.
yes.
That is what I'm going to say. I mean, without a sexual relationship, if you're longing a girl, if you're loving, if you love a girl, so that it means you are in the platonic relationship. Platonic.
Well,
What is the reason? What is the
platinum, not
that word?
platonic, I guess. I'm not sure whether platinum or platonic.
Platonic.
Well, Alex.
Okay, that is a new word for me.
Oh my God. Okay, what if I say you asexual? Can you define me? What is asexual?
You're talking about word?
I'm talking about word, yeah. Can you please define, Alex
that-
or Bharat?
Okay,
Asexual.
I will explain. Asexual means no interest of having sex. Such asexual person means a person who is not interested in sex.
So can we correlate asexual with platonic relationship?
Or I'm not. I don't know the meaning of platonic. The word meaning of platonic. so I can relate. I can do that.
No, I didn't get it.
What?
I didn't get it. What are you asking? Please, can you repeat it? You're talking about if platonic?
I'm talking about platonic relationship. We understand that. What is platonic relationship? A person, those two persons are interested to each other. They are loving each other very tough, but they are not opting for, physical contact, right? They are not.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, they're not gonna go with the intercourse. So that is called platonic relationship. On the
Exactly.
other hand, if I talk about asexual is a biological term which defines your interest. A person who is asexual claims asexual. The person will be agree to be in a marriage relationship. But they will not opt. They are not. They have no preference, no interest for sex.
Oh wow.
That is
Great.
asexual.
I got new word.
Yeah, he got new one. Oh my God, you both has.
I know about platonic relationship, but I don't know about that relationship. I got it right now.
Oh, it's a type of gender. I guess. Is that right, Alex? Asexual.
Yeah, that is the sexuality. Yeah.
It's a sexuality term, right? Transgender, asexual, heterosexual, bisexual, homosexual, and queer.
Sure.
Queer and intersex. A lot of pansexual, trisexual.
Pansexual. Yeah.
Yeah, trisexual.
Yes.
Okay, so I know we just right now we are discussing. I think you have went over somewhere. I don't know about that. You went away. So just right now we are discussing about what is the meaning, what is the genuine and real meaning of girlfriend.
A girlfriend has a real meaning of a girlfriend means like, see, you cannot define girlfriend in the logical meaning. Nowadays, what is being considered as a girlfriend? Girlfriend means a girl whom you are loving, opposite sex. That cannot be your mom, dad, that cannot be your mom or any other physical relation, like mom, sister, cousin, and others. That will be a strange love to love connection. You know what I'm talking about? Opposite sex kind of love. Yes. A lot of people are considering, oh, I know my girlfriend is my sister because we are very friend. Girlfriend is just like ladki friend, a girl and friend. No, you cannot relate it with your illogical minds, which is very irritative, and I don't agree with that. At the same point, I have if somebody is in a disagree, I have the same things, such as mummy, mummy, right? Mummy, in India, we say mummy to our mom, right?
Exactly.
But if we talk about Egypt, so mummy is very famous in Egypt, such as a dead person. We are folding that person with a rolling that person with a I would say, I'm forgetting the word. Buried. Yeah, so some sort of things, right? So right now the girlfriend has the same meaning, though you can go with the illogical facts, which is way more far from the reality.
Exactly.
And that is what I wanted to say.
Exactly, Raghu. Whatever you are telling me, whatever you are verbalizing right now about girls, the meaning of girlfriend, the very same thing, the very favorable thing I have conveyed to Mr.
Alex.
The name I forget. Alex. So I convey to but Mr. Alex have also raised a question. The question is that would you like to suggest your teenagers that is you are supposed to have a girlfriend, to make a girlfriend or boyfriend?
I would disagree with the same.
Exactly, I'm too.
Yeah, because see, at the point of puberty, there are a lot of hormonal changes they are getting by nature, and if they are getting the strong sex hormone towards intercourse, they may get distracted from their study and their career path. That's why I completely not agree, because by this time they are not mature enough to take decision what is right and what is wrong. This is why the governments and the nature call them minor. Immature.
Exactly. Amateur.
Yes. Don't say amateur, huh? Amateur is something else.
Mature, immature.
I would say immature.
Immature. Okay. Okay. So now, Alex, it's your turn because you have mentioned something contrary to that to me and Raghu point of view. So how would you like to know? How would you defend your point of view? Because you said you without a hesitation and without any restriction, without any trouble, you will say you can do that. You can make your boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm disagree on my own terms.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I beg to disagree. You guys are not supporting. That's okay. I understand that you have your own reason, and I feel like we should let them explore.
Let
On
them
that age
explore.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
What explore? What explore? Can
Same
you
question.
Explore that
What?
doesn't mean. I think Bharat is thinking that explore means going to have let them to have a intercourse. No.
But
Okay, if you okay, as a parent, as a guardian, if you are that much of open to letting your letting your sisters, letting your cousins, letting your daughter to explore the things, why don't you why don't you be mature and educate her his about sex terms, sexuality, and other mature talk. That will help you out to explore more.
I will
it's
definitely
very
do that.
whipping. It's very whipping reply given by Raghu. Really, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will do that.
You are sending
Okay.
your child into a dark path, whether the child himself herself is not sure whether will they get back or they will not.
No, how can I say that is a dark path? I am explaining all these things and I am make them aware about the things. And at the same time, I will let them to explore. Well, how can you say that is a dark path?
Alex, they are teenagers. They are not immature and amateur. Okay. So
Okay,
what
teenager
I'm talking about teenagers have
I
no.
just want to clear one more thing. Bharat, I'm sorry to interrupt you. The teenager in the sense not the 12, 13 or 14. I mean after 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, on that age. I'm talking about that age, not 13 or 14. I want to say that teenager, but they are passed out from they are completed
17, 18, 19.
education. Yeah.
So you can say adolescent. You can say adolescent for that kind of people.
Adolescent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, fine. You're letting your child by 17, 18, 19. You're ready to do that. No problem. I agree with you. Go ahead and let them explore. By the time of 16, 17, 18, they got something.
But
and even if you want to stop them, you cannot do that.
Here is a very interesting point. Here is very fascinating point is that what do you want to let them explore? Can you tell me about having girlfriend and boyfriend? What will they explore?
I already cleared that before. I will tell you one more time. That doesn't mean that intercourse, but at the same time they can having relationship with others.
How will they understand? Having boyfriend, girlfriend. There is nothing mean intercourse and sexual relationship and all. How will they? Because they are teenage, they are adolescent. They will not understand about that such kind of thing without having experience.
Oh boy, calm down.
Means that teenage doesn't mean that they are a dumb person.
Okay. So because here is very very controversial point of view here. So we can't say that is we can't let our teenagers and adolescents to have a boyfriend and girlfriend. If we are saying so, we are supposed to. It's our obligation to tell them that what is the real and genuine meaning of the girlfriend and boyfriend. So we can do that. Otherwise, we can't.
Okay, I will let them explore. That doesn't mean that I am forced them to do that. I will give them an opportunity. If they want to explore, then I won't force them to not do that. I'm not stopping them. I'm not preventing them. That's what I'm saying. I'm not compelling them to do that. No.
Exactly. So,
and when Alex is, I believe when Alex is allowing his child to do some certain, exploration, to explore the things, he will also, by the time he will also do some, kind of, I would say course to make them understand, how will they do that? And if
Yeah.
he is going in that level, he will definitely tell one line, single line. If you want to do same things, go ahead with after 18.
Exactly.
Oh.
But after
Because
18, I don't think so, because after 18, if you talk about after 18, 12 plus 5, 17. Yeah, you can say, but accordingly me, as long as they get the success, they get the succeed in his achievement, his in whatever you have, he has he don't get any accomplishment and achievement. So till then, they are supposed to be single and concentrate at his goal and hankering, and that's all.
Okay,
I
oh
will
my
go
god,
with that.
oh my god.
I like to say
I
that,
will go with that.
you are absolutely wrong on that.
No, Bharat, this shouldn't be there. It has some different meaning. Okay, Bharat, why do you go only with negative points? There are some positive results as well. If you're letting your child to do some certain, to explore himself, herself, by the age of 17, 18, 19, he's not so much of dumb that beta idhar aao, chocolate lo, chalo mere saath jhopdi. No, he will not do that, right? At the same point, he is knowing the sexual terms somehow. And now, the things which you are pointing again and again, distraction towards sexuality, sexual
Absolutely.
intercourse. What if they don't turn, right? There are always two situations, right? They will go and they will not go. And if I'm letting them explore, then they may not go as well. And if they go, then I have some backup as well, right?
Why are you saying may? Why are you saying may? I mean, may it's not possible.
May,
Negative.
wait a second. I was given a mobile phone in my age, like in my 10th standard. And on the moment I was like a 13 or 14-year-old. A lot of my friends who they were standing in my hostel, I was in hostel, right? So those were making calls to aunties, to bhabis. I don't know how they were getting numbers. At the same point of time, I was a person who was not doing anything. I would keep saving my contacts and talking to my friends about solving the assignments and other papers.
Mm-hmm.
Though I was a teenager, I had a different mind. So at the same point, people could be different. So again, I would raise my same question. Why to be so negative?
But Raghu, do you know what happened in boy lockers? What is that? Boy lockers?
Boys locker room. Yes, we talked about
Yeah,
already.
Do you know what is happening? They all the member of that group are around the teenager
Okay.
and adolescent. So now you can see how how the teenager and adolescent distracting.
Oh, wait a second. Bharat, you are judging the whole teenager community by just for referring one community of Instagram.
Just right now I'm giving an example. I'm not talking about whole.
You are scaring me just because of what that, right? Why don't you get a chance, I would say reference from a wonder girl. Her name is Janvi, right? Janvi made a great achievement by the age of 13. Her father given her a computer by the age of 6, if you are aware. So there are Janvis as well.
I think now you are supposed to raise the his father cooperation with the Janvi.
Same. Right now we are not talking about the guardian's preparation. The same you are not allowing Alex to speak on. You are completely coming to the circumstances. No, consequences. Right.
Yeah.
Why don't you see you're seeing boys locker room, you don't see Janvis, you don't see the other 14-year-old guy who's who made a great yes. Have you heard about the guy named from Mumbai? He started his tiffin service by the age of 14 and he became millionaire. How?
Raghu, if you will look up, look behind this kind of success and achievement and accomplishment, you will find, because if just take the example of Janvi. So I have watched lot of YouTube videos and interview of his father. So I got something extraordinary, with that
of her father.
Of her father.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of her father. You said his father, which is grammatically wrong.
Okay, maybe.
Ah.
Yeah, maybe. So,
Go ahead.
yeah. So because her father is so cooperative. Is so cooperative. He is always is vigilant. Vigilant about that. Where she is extending time and losing feeling on time and all. So if the parents are so vigilant towards his children and towards when we are going to letting them do something, explore something and all. So at that time, the parents are supposed to be vigilant and be very careful and considerate.
What if I ask you? I will tell you that if the boys' locker room kind of incident won't happen if their parents let them to explore this way in a proper channel instead of going in a dark, hidden way.
Yes. Wow. I liked it. Wow. The
Okay.
punchline.
Okay, now, okay, you said because so what did you say? This wrongdoing was done by children, but was done by teenager, adolescent, or his father, their father. This is totally accordingly me. If I say about that, so this is totally in this kind of attribution goes to his their father because they are not vigilant, they are not cooperative and all, and they are not able to tell them that is this is wrong and that is wrong if you are going to do such kind of thing. So that is my point.
Well, thank you so much for contributing your points on something else. Let me honestly conclude this, give a proper conclusion, whatever we are talking about. It will be a final part of girlfriend. We're not going to discuss anything. Girlfriend is important for those who they think are. If you don't have the girlfriend, you're happy with single. If you get girlfriend, you have advantage. If you don't get girlfriend, it has not disadvantage as well. Right? If you get girlfriend, you have to pay a lot of things, which is the reality. I'm not going to talk about few girlfriends are paying or not. No, you have to pay. This is the reality. And on the other hand, it has expensive. It may kill your time, but it could not be a reason to divide your friends, to lose your friend. On the other hand, if I give you a conclusion about letting your child, teenagers, to explore the world, it does not mean that you will lose your child. There are always two results, positive and negative. You may find among any. On the other hand, boys' locker room, I agree with Alex. You're not completely talking logically. In the same how, we need to look up. We need to look in to the both sides. What if the guardian had already allowed their teenagers to explore the things? Will the guy explore it on dark web? No. If you're if you're having a frank relationship with the children, you're very open. The children definitely come towards you, and he will or she will ask you, "Acha, brother or mummy, papa, I saw an advertisement on TV that is saying sanitary pad. What does it exactly mean?" Do the children ask you the question in your home? No, because you have not given them a complete freedom to ask you to explore you, and those children may join the boys' locker room on Instagram. That's all. Thank you so much for being over there. I totally respect Alex and Bharat. Whatever you have concluded, that's good.